Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Center. So let's talk Hanover Area Hawkeyes football. Justin Kopko joining us now. Well, Justin, just a sophomore, but you started all those offensive snaps last year as a freshman, and nice-sized body, 6'4", 285. Not only are you getting ready for high school football season, but already I think you're getting some looks at that next level, huh?
Yes, I've talked to Rutgers, Temple, Kentucky, and most Division II schools around here.
Well, it's nice to be on the radar early. Now you got to go out and play. Talk about being able to get after it there at Hanover Area.
Oh, it's going to be a great year for the Hawks this year. We're really learning the system, and the guys are just really bonding together. You can tell with the chemistry, and everyone's just having a great time, and it's going to be a really promising season, I can tell.
Justin, let's talk about that offensive line, yourself, and you have a handful of other guys there coming back. Tell us about that leadership you have there. I think the Shield boy's one of those guys that likes to get after it in the weight room, but I'm sure you're not too far behind.
No, with the O-line, we're just a group that, whenever you need us, we're going to grit our teeth and we're just going to get down. So we have a lot of guys, and the great thing about us is that, we're all friends. We all block alike, and especially in the weight room. I mean, if you check the attendance of a certain group, every lifting session, the whole O-line is there. So that's really the great part about this unit.
Justin, how about the things that you bring to the table on the line? Talk about what Coach tells you. Do you have good feet? Do you have good power? Are you able to drive block? Tell some things that you feel like you're doing pretty well.
Well, I feel like I'm doing well is I'm good with my feet. I'm good with, say if I have like a fast end, I'll be able to get back to get the hand on so the quarterback can see. I also have quick hands, and I'm also a leader up front. I mean, the guys really look up to me, and I like to think of myself as like an anchor as a tackle.
And again, just a sophomore, and people looking up to Justin Kopko already. Justin, how about some of these visits that you have taken to colleges and seeing some things and kind of getting out in the world a little bit? What are some things you've noticed?
Well, I've visited Kentucky, and I visited Penn State about 2 days ago. And the Kentucky visit was an absolute great time. I met with the coaches, and I made some really good relationships with the guys. Went to the stadium. And Penn State was also another great visit. I toured the campus, met some of the players. The great thing was I went through one of the team meetings to get what the team goes through, and I went with the O-line. And the things I learned from Coach Linegrover was incredible. I mean, the way those guys look up to him, you couldn't really explain it. And then we went out to see a practice, and the intensity on the field was just amazing. You can tell everyone wanted to be there and just get better. It was truly a great experience.
And nice when you have a little local flavor there. We got a handful of local guys playing at Penn State, so I'm sure that was nice to see some familiar faces.
Yeah, I actually talked with McGovern from Lake Lehman a little bit. I watching him practice, man. He was looking really good out there going against a strong defensive tackle.
Justin Kopko, Hanover Area, as we talk about the Hawkeyes year. Justin, let's talk about the skill guys this year. I guess Brandon Chafin will be one of those leaders. He could probably play anywhere on the field, whether it's quarterback or receiver or giving him a handoff. He's going to be a go-to guy.
Oh, yes. Brandon Chafin is probably one of the biggest leaders. I mean, you can tell that a lot of our younger players who are also skill positions look up to him. And they see some things he does, because Chafin's an absolute tool. I mean, he can kick, he's quarterback, and he's a wide receiver, defensive back. The kid can do it all. He's just a pure athlete.
Justin, when you talk about your schedule this year, you guys have some big teams on that schedule, teams like Crestwood and Blue Mountain. There's going to be some challenging games. The format changed a little bit, but you guys are going to have to get after it week after week.
Yes, we've been training really hard for this Old Forge game. That should be a great game. And we're really looking forward to this schedule. We're here to prove that, we're one of these top teams. We're going to get out here and face these bigger schools and show everyone what the Hanover Hawkeyes can do.
Justin Kopko, as he prepares for the season, and HEDAC week is done. You guys are into double sessions now, and of course, just one scrimmage this year, Justin. That's a change for everybody. So you guys are going to learn a lot in that scrimmage. Talk about who you're going against in your scrimmage upcoming this Saturday.
We're going against Homesdale, and through this whole week of doubles, we're going to be prepping for them, learning what they do, and see how we can adapt. So when we hit that scrimmage, we'll be ready and we'll be really prepared.
And basketball is something you also do. Talk about what you like about the game, and I'm sure it kind of keeps you going with football as well.
Yeah, well, my whole family is all basketball players. My Aunt Sarah was a college basketball player. My grandfather was the girls' coach. And I've just been raised around the game, and I love the game as well because for an O-lineman, it's tremendous with my feet, my footwork.
And the Copcos, like, as you said, athletics. Talk about what it's like growing up, all different type of athletes, huh?
Oh, yeah. Let's just say it's a competitive household. You know, with my Aunt Sarah and my pop, we're always competing, whether it comes from checkers to, you know, the books, to a friendly game of one-on-one in the back. It's just, it's a really good feeling knowing that you have people around you that have done the same things that you are doing right now, and knowing that what you're going through, they have gone through it before. So I have two people I can really look to for some advice about like colleges and training and dieting and things like that.
Justin Kopko from Hanover Area, I want to thank you for your time, and you have a super season, okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Justin Kopko getting a whole lot of looks on that Division I level already as just a 10th grader. On the John Mendola Show, we are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.